Good morning vlog, it's Anna. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I look crazy because I just finished washing my face and I have to brush out my lashes, but welcome to a vlog. This is a new vlog because guys, I have moved states. I now live in Colorado. So today is June 5th and I am currently home. I'm currently staying at my boyfriend's house just because we haven't gotten our apartment keys yet. We get our apartment keys Friday. I have a couple of stuff I need to do today. Since he has been working this whole week and I've just been here at home, I'm gonna help him pack. So he just needs to take all his clothes. That's basically it. I have to go to the store to buy some boxes to put everything in there. And I'm gonna go get a little coffee because I've been craving Dunkin' coffee because I haven't had coffee in a long time. Right now I'm gonna be doing my makeup just really quick. I have a change of outfit that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my hair really quick. I'm gonna try to do everything really fast so I can get everything done. I think it's 11:26 right now. My in-laws are not home because they also went to go run a bunch of errands they need to do for the week. So it's just me home right now. Get ready. So yeah. The lighting in here is awesome. I freaking love it just because it's really bright in here. So back at my house, I used to have, you guys know that I would film where there was a gray and a black wall. So I just feel like the white walls make it stand out a little bit more, which is why I'm so excited for the apartment, to decorate and stuff, because I want to do a bunch of certain colors, whites, beiges, neutral colors, just so the apartment stands out. I'm honestly really excited to share all these things, all these successes going on in my life, because I've just been keeping quiet about it just because I'd just be so scared sometimes that sometimes people just don't wish you the best. And I mean, there are those type of people out there in that world, so it is kind of scary to who you're giving your energy to and who you're telling your things to. I've learned the hard way. I've gone through a lot of stuff like that where personal things were not kept personal. So I'm just being very cautious with my energy, who I give my energy to, who I talk to about things. So far the people that have known, I am happy with who has known, because it's been low-key. I've been wanting to post about it and been kind of hinting. I just wanted for everything to just happen first, for me to go to orientation for school because I'm going to be going to school, and for me to get my apartment keys. So I mean, other than that, this vlog is probably going to go up once I already have all that stuff. So I'm not stressing too much, but it is kind of just have to be cautious about things. I'm gonna be going back to school, guys. I recently, not even recently because it's been a year. That's so crazy that I graduated literally a year ago. I cannot believe that. It's just crazy, but I did graduate from ASU last year. I got my bachelor's. I did 4 years there. So I wanted to do my master's in counseling. So I did 4 because I normally work with people. Well, I used to when I was a social worker in Arizona. I used to work with a bunch of people who had mental health diagnosis, and I'm talking about schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, all those things. So I'm honestly really excited because I already have kind of my foot in the door, and I also studied psychology my 4 years at ASU, so it ends up just working out perfectly. I feel like everything's just coming together, which is also really scary because when things start to align and things are for you, it feels weird because you're usually not used to good positive vibes, just because I feel like we're always just really hard on ourselves, and it's important to give yourself credit for things that you're doing, things that you're accomplishing, even if it's a small little milestones. I remember when I had gotten an interview for the school, because for this school it's a little bit more complicated and competitive. Master programs and PhD programs are usually a little bit more competitive just because the students who are applying are people who have been school and really focused on what they want to do with their lives. So for me it was really hard. I had applied last year so I could basically start school in August of 2023, but it didn't work out, so I ended up just taking a year to myself, and I felt really behind honestly after taking that year. And I just was I could be doing something right now, but I was doing something. I had a full-time job, I was getting experience, I was working with kids, which is what I wanted to do. I was working with families and just making connections and stuff. So I was now that I have a little bit more experience, maybe it's going to be easier to get accepted into a master's program instead of getting waitlisted. I ended up applying again, and in November I heard back and they were like, oh, we're gonna give you like an interview. So it was basically, there's like 3 steps to everything. First step is you send in your application, second step is you get an interview, third you do your interview, and then fourth they decide if you are going to be in the program or not, because this is a very competitive program. There's only like about 78 students in the cohorts. It's divided in between a morning and like a daytime-ish and an evening cohort, so everything is like very scheduled and they have like limited spots for students. I ended up sending everything I needed to send, and then about like a month later I heard back and they were like, oh, you got an interview, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got an interview. So I heard back in December, and the interview wasn't until February of 2024, so this past February. It was crazy because it was on my mom's birthday, so, and that day they were supposed to decide whether like if the students were going to be like moving forward or just like not moving forward at all. I was really nervous. I honestly thought I did okay in the interview. I feel like I could have done better. I think I was just really scared, really nervous. I had never been in an group interview setting before, so I didn't know how it really worked. I got to know like some of the faculty there, which was like amazing because I felt like everything was just super like close. Everybody works together. Like you see these people on a daily basis, so of course you have to get used to them. So my interview was on Friday, February 2nd. February 5th was Monday. So that whole Monday I was just like checking my phone, like email. I finally heard back like in the afternoonish around like 5. I ended up reading the email. It said I had gotten waitlisted, so I was really bummed out. I feel like I was more angry than like sad, just because I had worked so hard for this, and like I feel like I deserved an opportunity, you know. I feel like we all do, like we all are like, damn, like I deserve this, like this is for me. So it was pushing me back on what I was gonna do, because I'm like, what am I gonna do now that like I'm waitlisted for school? Like what other options are there? The programs for masters in counseling were already closed. The applications were closed. Like you're talking about I have to wait another freaking year, and I did not want to wait another year to go back to school. I think it took me like a really fat minute to like understand like, hey, this is not gonna happen and this is okay, you know. I just had to be patient with myself. So I ended up finally accepting the fact that I wasn't gonna go back to school or whatever. So I believe I went to see my boyfriend in March, if I'm not wrong. I saw him sometime in March. We were talking before I left, and we were just chilling here, and I was just like, imagine I get accepted, and like imagine I hear back and all these things, you know. So it was putting a pause on our relationship because we didn't know what we were gonna do, who was gonna move, what was gonna happen, because he knows that I prioritize school first, and he knows that I really want to go to school because he has his job, he has what he's doing, so he's already settled, and I still need further education to do what I want to do with my life. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait. So I come back from that trip, and also I had been emailing the school every freaking week. Like every week I would like email them like, has there been a spot open? Because they basically told me like, we're just waiting for a spot to open up. And I was like, okay, perfect, that's fine. So I was just checking in, you know, because I didn't want them to forget about me, and I also wanted them to know that I was like really interested into their program. I kept emailing them, and I feel like they kind of got fed up, and they were just like, okay, well, we'll let you know. And I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. Come back from my Colorado trip on a Monday really early, like I got to AZ at like 7 in the morning. And then I went to work, did all my routine, and then around lunchtime, which was like 1 p.m, I see an email, and I was like, what the heck, why is the school emailing me? It said that I was off the wait list. So I was like, what? I was just like so in shock. I didn't know how to feel because I had just finally became comfortable with the idea that I was not gonna probably go back to school until the next year, and I just was like finally coming to terms that it was okay, you know, that I wasn't behind and I was okay where I was in my life. And I ended up hearing back, so everything was just a shock. I feel like me and my boyfriend reacted really fast. We were like, okay, we have to get it together because we have to find an apartment, we have to find where we're gonna be located, what we're gonna do, you know, because he lives, so my boyfriend lives here in Denver, and the school is in Colorado Springs, which is an hour and a half. So he also had to do a move, you know, he has to do a move. But we have everything settled so far, so I've just been waiting to get my keys. Since today is Wednesday, tomorrow, June 6th, I have orientation for school, so I'm really excited because I'm actually going to get to like meet all the students that are actually in my class. Because when it was interview day, you just met everybody who was there for the interview, like potential candidates. I'm also going to be looking for a job. I'm going to be like trying to do everything I can. This is going to be a full-time program, so it's going to be a little bit scary just because I do have to find a job that is more of like waitressing versus like what I was doing before, which was like social work. So it's a lot of changes. It's all happening so fast, I feel like, But I'm honestly like so excited because this is something that I've wanted for such a long time and something that I feel like I deserve, you know, to like fly up the nest and do what I have to do, because I've always been so hard on myself and I've always been the one to be like, no, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna succeed, or not this. So it's happy to finally have my opportunity to shine and like do what I want to do. So I'm really excited for all these new changes, all these new things that are coming my way, a bunch of content that I want to film. I just have like this whole vision and plan for my life that I'm just so excited and I can't wait to share with everybody. Just enjoy every moment of it. I can kind of talk to you guys about like my apartment experience and like looking for my apartment. So when I had found out that I was getting accepted into school, me and my boyfriend acted fast. I had already booked another trip in April for his birthday. So that's when we were like, okay, this is the time where we're also going to look for apartments and kind of just figure everything out. I'm starting school in the summer session. So I start school June 10th. So you're talking about that literally next week I start school, which is kind of scary to me because I'm like, it's happening so fast, like I told you guys. Because obviously like, I would have found out in February. I would have had like months to plan ahead, months to like figure out what I was gonna do. I had exactly a week to book like appointments to go look at apartments, kind of start getting ready to transition my life from Arizona to Colorado. People had since February to like know that they were gonna go to school. I had until March, which is just a month, but it's still like a month because I'm moving states, you know, like most of the people that I think got accepted were like, there was a couple people that I met that were out of state, so it wasn't too bad, but most of the people that I met were literally local, so it was like, damn, like they're gonna accept all these people, like why are they gonna accept me, you know? Booked apartments. I think we had 3 appointments, right? So the first apartment that we had gotten to, I remember I was calling like, hey, we're running a couple minutes late because we had left Denver a little bit later than we expected to. Ended up calling and was like, hey, like I have an appointment at, I think it was 10 in the morning. I was like, yeah, 10, and then I had another one at 12, and then another one at like 2 or 3. I ended up calling the lady. I was like, hey, like we're running a couple minutes late, like just, you know, wait up for us. She sounded so stressed on the phone. She was like, oh, well, I don't have anywhere to put you guys, like I don't have anything to show you guys, like everything's all booked up until like, I think she said May. And I was like, May, like, and I was kind of pissed because she could have told us when they knew that they weren't going to have anything to show us. So we were kind of bummed out. So the day had started off a little rough just because of that. Keep in mind that that whole day was just dedicated to just seeing apartments. So it's not like we could like, well, I mean, yeah, you could pull up to a random apartment complex, but like we had already mapped out like the places that were going to be close to school, that were going to be close to like kind of me, just because my boyfriend wanted me to be comfortable. We ended up just canceling that appointment and we're like, okay, well, never mind, it's fine, because all they were going to show us is what, the office. So we left it. The second apartment, those were the ones that we were kind of interested in. Those were really, really cute. They were renovated. They were like in a good area. They were like a good distance from school. I think it's like a 15-minute drive, probably like 20 with I spaced out. 20 with traffic, guys. So I had told the lady that we were gonna be there earlier, and she was like, yeah, like that works, like I don't have anything right now. So they ended up showing us the model that was not renovated, the ones that they have like furnished so people can see, because they had none available to show us of how our apartment would look like. We pulled up. The lady was really nice. She started showing us everything of the apartment. The area was really nice. It was a gated area. The only thing that I did not like was that there was no like covered parking. So that was the only thing that was like a miss from it. We saw the model that they had there and we ended up really liking it. Him and I kind of talked and we're like, yeah, like I really, really like this. Like, let's do it. And I was like, okay, so I told her to send over the paperwork and that we would have it done for her in a couple hours so we can get everything processed, because I still needed to get approved for the apartment. I had not heard back because we applied like on a Friday. On Monday, I called the girl and was like, hey, like just wanted to follow up, like what's going on? She wasn't there that day, so this other lady helped me out and she was like, well, from what it looks like, it says that everything is good to go over here. She's like, I don't want to tell you a yes or a no, but from my end everything looks good here. Looks like you were approved, but I'm not your like lease manager or like the one who signed it to us, so like she doesn't know if like there were maybe like notes that she didn't input that we needed stuff. So she just kind of like was like, call back tomorrow. So I ended up calling the next day, and the girl answered and she was like, yeah, you guys are approved, like everything. So I was like, period. I was so excited, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, my first home. Like that's when it started to feel really real. That's when I was like, oh crap, like I'm gonna move out in like less than a month. I need to like make sure I have everything figured out here. Things were just like happening so quick, so it was a little scary, it was a little stressful, but I'm like, I can handle this. I can do it. I can do it. I'm just honestly glad that I got waitlisted. Like I know a lot of people are like, girl, why are you happy about that? Imagine emailing them every day and just like bugging and being like, hey, like, you know, as like somebody who's receiving these emails, you're gonna be like, who the hell is this girl and why is she so annoying? But also that kind of just shows that like I really was interested in like their program, and I really wanted to go to school there. So I feel like it was like something good that I did, because I feel like if I wouldn't have been like emailing like crazy or like asking, I just would have never heard back. I just feel like it. So I don't know, I was pretty optimistic about everything. It was really hard, of course, leaving my family, saying goodbye to everybody. When I said goodbye to my mom, I was like crying and like telling her that I was gonna like miss her, and she was telling me she was gonna miss me. So my little sister too, she's like really emotional about it. I am the oldest, so I'm obviously the first one to leave the home, so it's crazy because I feel like I was like a good sibling to my brother and sister, like a good big sister. I feel like I served my purpose, and they're ready to do their life, you know? Obviously they're so young. My brother's 16, my sister is 9, but I know that my little sister is not taking this well. She calls me pretty much every day and we talk on the phone, so it's really nice to talk to her and kind of just make sure that she's okay, you know, because she's just so young and I don't want her to feel that I left because, you know, I wanted to leave her. It's just like these opportunities came up, and like I'm just so excited. Like as a big sister and like a firstborn daughter, it's hard to do things for yourself just because you want to like be there for your parents, or you've been there for your parents for such a long time that it's just kind of like hard, you know? I did it, guys, which is why like I'm so proud of myself. I'm still looking for a job, so that's something that is still going to be on the table. I also have family here in Colorado, so it's nice. I have my aunt and uncle in Colorado Springs, which is gonna be amazing because they're like my second mom and dad. I have a cousin my age, a cousin who's also a year older, and one is my brother's age. So we're all really close because we grew up together in AZ, and then they moved up here and stuff. So I know I was having a little bit of a rough day yesterday. I was just missing my family a lot during the day. You know, when you wake up in a mood, like you kind of just feel it. The minute you wake up, you just are like, oh, today's gonna be a really long day. That's how I felt yesterday. My boyfriend got home and I felt a little bit better, and his family has been awesome at like taking me out with them and like including me in everything. This transition is really hard. I have lived with my parents for like my whole 23 years, and like this is my first time being independent and being alone and just like looking at the world in a different way, because obviously like I'm responsible for things now. Like I have to go to work, I have to do this because I have to pay bills and I have to pay my school and I have to do all these things, you know? Change is not easy, but I feel like being uncomfortable and like doing things out of your comfort zone is also really important. It's like a part of life. I feel like if you ever wanted to move in a point in your life where you wanted to try something new, like just do it. Just do it, because one day we're gonna get older, guys, and we're gonna be like, why didn't I do this when I was young? Why didn't I do this when I was young? I feel like we're in our 20s, we're in our prime. This is like when we're supposed to live, we're supposed to learn, we're supposed to make mistakes. Just have a feeling that I'm gonna really love it here. If I'm having a rough day, I need to suck it up. I was actually supposed to film yesterday. I was supposed to film that haul for you guys, but I was just not in the mood, and like I had a bunch of stuff to do here at the house. I also got my lashes done. I haven't done my lashes in a long time, and I got my nails done. Period. You guys can see my nails. So they're little cherries, strawberries, and bows, and a flower. I couldn't find my adapter for my my computer, Also, my computer charger, don't know where that is either. I think that's pretty much it for my makeup. I'm gonna just finish it off. I'm gonna do my hair, and then I'm gonna eat something before I leave, and then I'll check in back with you guys. So I want to show you guys what we're working with in the closet. Please don't judge because it's a mess. I promise it's not always like this, but because I just got here a couple days ago, I've just thrown everything in here. So let me show you. This is the closet right now. It's a mess, I know. My boyfriend's clothes is everywhere, my stuff is everywhere, like everything is just everywhere. He left me the task to get rid of just like things that he doesn't use anymore. So I'm gonna pretty much go through the whole closet and kind of just be like, this is a no, this is a yes. So like a donate pile. I'm gonna heat up some food, guys. So I'm gonna eat really quick because I'm starving. So the food is heated up. So just, I have the food right here. I'm gonna take the first bite with you guys on the camera. A little ASMR. So good, guys. So freaking good. Oh, I'm gonna eat really quick and then I will catch you guys later. In Maudy's basement, he has like this little empty room, and this is where we've been storing all of our stuff that we've been buying for the apartment. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of boxes. I've ordered a lot of things and bought a lot of things as the months went by. Right here I just have like a couple of cleaning things. I have a, why can't I think of the name? A blender. My in-laws got us a TV. Trash bags. I don't know what this box is, but I have a couple boxes in there. We have some towels and stuff. Trash can that my mom got us. And this is all stuff from Home Goods that I bought recently. We also have like forks, knives, spoons, and some hangers. But this is pretty much everything that is in here. Pretty much we're set with everything that's in here. But everything else is just like furniture, big stuff. And then obviously there's also like the bed sheets and all that stuff. So I'm so excited. Guys, I made it to the Dunkin'. I found it. I found it.
It's gonna be 411 today.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Guys, last time me and Maudy tried to find a Dunkin' and we could not find one. Instead it took us to this gas station one. Guys, he was so pissed because I made him drive so far. I'm not having my wallet out on deck.
Here you are.
Thank you.
You
too.
Thank you.
I'm gonna park really quick because I kind of want like a first little sip of my coffee. Of being out and about, running my own errands, driving in a new state, a new city. Bomb. Bomb. And I think she was the only one working, guys. There's just only one car there. Found the boxes. They have all these sizes. But I don't know. I think the medium box is gonna be perfect. And they're $1.98. So I'm thinking like 3 of these should be enough. Also, this lighting is ghetto, guys. So I secured some tape because for the boxes, and the boxes are like right behind me. I think I'm all done, but I saw Best Buy by here and I was thinking of getting another SD card because I couldn't film in there because I didn't have storage, and then my other videos weren't loading, so I didn't know what to delete and what not to delete. So I'm thinking of going to Best Buy to get another SD card because it's like right by here. So I'm just scared my camera's gonna fall, guys, because I don't have anywhere to put it. I need to buy something pronto. I'm gonna start driving, guys, and of course I don't know where I'm going and I need to watch out, so I will catch you guys right now. Came to Best Buy. So they have all of these right here. I don't know which to get. I want to get a 128 one. I think I'm gonna get that one because there's more down here, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna get this one, guys. It's off for 30 bucks. It's not the same one as my camera, but it does its purpose. Also, I look so rough, guys. I'm like sweaty, a mess, trenches. But it's $30, so I'm gonna take this one. Guys, I don't know, it was really sus. So I ended up seeing this SD card that's like the 128. I ended up seeing this one. This is the Extreme Pro one, so you guys can see. And look, it's $30. So when he was checking me out, he was like 170, and I was like, huh? I was like, is that not the $30 one? But I think I ended up getting, the one that I had was probably the 300 megabytes, and this one is 200 megabytes, as you guys can see. But I didn't have time to go change it, so I was like, okay, like, let me just grab it. So I ended up just grabbing this one. That was like $25 even. It was kind of sad because I wanted the other one, and I just didn't want to ask. It looked like it was kind of busy, low-key, and they only had like 3 cashiers, and there was a long line. Very, very, very productive today, guys. But I'm gonna start driving. Let's see how long it's gonna take me to get home. Okay, not that bad. It's gonna take me 15 minutes. You know you're good when you can't even do it with a broken heart. I love this song, guys. Her album Eats. And that's all I listen to. All I listen to. Okay, bye.